For this lecture, we'll be referencing the Analyze the Pricing PDF file from Lecture 1 for this section of the course. By now, you should have a basic understanding of all the columns and their purposes. As you can see, with just 3 pieces of data, the purchase price, the Amazon sale price, and Amazon fees, you can determine if this will be a profitable product or not. But first, a quick tip and a warning. When you're inputting the supplier's price into the buy column, make double sure you're reading their pricing correctly. For example, if you're analyzing a product that's a pack of 3, make sure the price quoted is for a 3-pack and not for 3 individual items. The pricing is usually very clear, but do yourself a big favor and double check just in case. The Fees column header provides a link to take you to the FBA Revenue Calculator to give you the FBA fees for a particular product. Once there, just enter the ASIN or the UPC and hit search. Or if you have the actual Amazon product page open in another window, you can click the calculator widget which was installed earlier. It will also show the Amazon fees. Now it's decision time, the moment of truth. Should you make the buy or keep on looking? Let's look at our 3 examples. Remember, these are just examples for illustration purposes. First, the Doris plastic bottles in the pre-order section. Very mediocre ROI at only 18%. Only 2 sales per day estimated and 3 prime sellers. It would take about 2 months to sell 48 units. I would have to pass on this one. Number 2, the Winco wet floor sign has a very decent ROI at 37%. 32 sales per day estimated is excellent. Even with 5 prime sellers and high fees, it's in the oversized tier. You would sell through 6 dozen units in about 11 days. The only problem would be keeping it in stock. Before ordering, check the inbound shipping cost to make sure it doesn't turn this into a no-go. Ask the supplier if she will ship direct to Amazon for you. Otherwise, I'd definitely buy this one. And third, the Shiftland guest towels. 29% ROI is not too bad, and with 18 sales per day estimated, even with 6 prime sellers, you'd get your money back in about a month. I would purchase a couple of dozen and see how they sell before making a big order, just to be safe. Now you've seen the decision-making process, all that's left is to pull the trigger and make a purchase. Then move the product to the inbound stage and wait for your shipment to arrive. If a product makes it all the way to received in full, you should leave it there indefinitely for future reference. If you place a new order for that product, just copy that row from your received in full stage and put it into inbound and start the process again. I think you'll find that saving old orders in the received in full stage will be a big help later when you have questions about shipments or reconciling your inventory. Here's another tip. If you're just starting your wholesale business, I would encourage you to make the minimum purchases allowed by the supplier in order to test your numbers and make sure all your assumptions are correct. And now a quick note about ROI, return on investment. Ultimately, you will have to decide what ROI you're happy with. As a general rule, faster sales will allow for a lower ROI, and slower sales might require a higher ROI. Why? It comes down to cash flow, or how quickly you get your investment back. Maybe you're fine with a 15% ROI if you can turn your inventory every 30 days. Or you might want a 50% ROI or higher if it takes 90 days or more to recoup your money. Also, the higher the ROI, the more margin for error you'll have. If some numbskull competitor tanks the price, you'll be better prepared to lower your price and still make some money. Or if more prime sellers jump on the listing and dilute your sales velocity, you'll be better able to ride it out. Sometimes it comes down to this. Would you rather have 50% of something or 100% of nothing? Pretty deep thought, huh? Over time, you'll be able to weed out the poor performers and throw more money at the top performers. In reality, there will be times when you're earning 120% on a fast-selling product, and other times when you'd be happy just to get your money back. You're aiming for the former rather than the latter. Now let's take a quick look at placing orders.